kicking off the week, we have Newcastle 1, Bournemouth 4. This was the surprise of the week for me. Like, more so than Man United losing, that's like kind of a given. More so than Tottenham losing, that's kind of a given.
Yeah.
Like sorry, but that's just kind of the case.
No,
like,
you're right.
Like, it's just that this was. I mean, Newcastle had been on such a roll and had let in. I think they'd let in 4 goals in their last like 8 games total.
No, you're right.
So to let in 4 here was just shocking, especially as someone who started 2 Newcastle defenders.
Yeah,
I was shocked and appalled.
Oh man, yeah, it was a rough week. Look, Newcastle's been on fire for a few weeks now. Look, if you looked at a month ago, I think over a month ago they were in 14th or 12th, and now they're in the top 5. I watched this game. Bournemouth just tactically more aggressive. They just seem to outshine this Newcastle. Am I worried about Newcastle? I don't think so. I think they just got caught slipping and a little bit comfortable, and they just didn't produce.
Do you think that this was more Bournemouth than Newcastle then? Like, I feel like Bournemouth has been so good, and I think it might actually be that.
No, it was more Bournemouth. Don't get me wrong, they scored, and then Guimaraes got that equalizer. But then after that, it was all Bournemouth. After that, it was all Bournemouth.
And the goalkeeper had to save them as well. He had 6 saves. And he did finish with 6.25 points, which when you let in 4 goals was kind of crazy. And prior to Dubravka, he had like 5 out of 6 clean sheets. He let in 1 goal prior to it. So. And the Newcastle was that on too, as the surprising thing.
Yep. Kluivert with a hat-trick, his second hat-trick of the season. This was his first one that didn't involve 3 penalties, though. So it probably felt a little sweeter. You know, that first one felt probably a little counterfeit. That last goal was amazing. I mean, they're all solid.
They're all solid goals, yeah.
Is he, I mean, we kind of always talked about him because his dad was such a famous player, and you guys kind of would always joke about that, but he's kind of really stepping into his own place in his team now, huh?
You know that Patrick Kluivert, his father, played for Newcastle.
Yep.
And he scored a hat-trick for Newcastle, so it's like literally 14 years apart, I think it is.
That's crazy.
It's fucking nuts.
Isak had a rough game. What does that mean? Well, how many points is a rough game?
I don't think it was that. I think it was Tigo like 2.75 or something silly.
Let me pull it up right
now.
Does
that mean the streak is officially ended, his goal scoring streak?
He's done, but it's still an amazing season. Will he bounce back? I think he will.
I think it was interesting. I want to point out that Isak looked like he really struggled against the Bournemouth defenders.
It was, what's his name? The
Chill guy?
Kid. Chill guy.
Yep.
Had him in his pocket. Had him in his pocket,
just
bro.
right next to his hand.
Right next to his hand. Just chilling in his pocket.
It was interesting. I mean, I think Isak was due for a bad game. I mean, strikers, it happens.
If you jinxed him. You're the one who called him out last week. You're like,
you did. You jinxed a lot of players.
I do. I mean, I'm just a walking jinx.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you look at Bournemouth and you look at the money they spent and the players they bought, so you really think about it. So they got that Huijsen, young kid, really good. They got Kerkez, again, didn't cost them that much money, doing amazing well.
He's probably gonna go for like 40, 50 million.
Easy. They're gonna make some profit on him.
Yeah.
And then it's just the defense, like Zabarani, another good one that they didn't really spend that much mony on.
Maybe Semenyo. I doubt they spent that much on Semenyo when they got him a few years ago.
And then they loaned out Neto and then picked up Kepa. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it works for them.
Yeah, it works out. Great business. Well run. I'll give it to Bournemouth.
Areola. I think Areola will probably go to a big team pretty soon.
You think so? I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon.
Really? I think he's going to.
No.
I think like once, I could see there's a few different teams. I could see Tottenham trying to go for him.
What do we think about David Brooks? 2 of the last 3 games he started, and he had games of 18.75, 6, and 7.5.
He's averaging 10.1 points in the last 4, man.
8% roster. That's a really good shout. I have not really paid attention to him, so that's a really good shout.
And with the injuries at Bournemouth, he could be a big look out there. It's a good shot, very good shot.
That is. I'm adding him to waves because I think that's a good one. Next game, Forest 3, Southampton 2. Honestly, the worst part about this was that Southampton scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted this to be a 3-0 clean sheet so I could get those sweet clean sheet points.
I would have won my matchup if it was a clean sheet. Maria would have fucking went off for me.
Ouch.
Yep.
Yeah, so pretty much they went up 3-0. It was just an afterthought. But Southampton scored 2 and made it nervous at the end. Chris Wood with another goal, 26.5 points. MVP? I don't know about MVP, but
wait. Let me give my argument why he's
goal
MVP.
and assist, 5 aerials, 2 key passes, 1 shot on target, 1 tackle, 1 block, 1 successful dribble, him doing a successful dribble should be like, that's crazy. He's huge.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
He had like 10
Okay,
points.
what's your reasoning?
Look, my
Yeah.
reason being that Nottingham Forest are in second, and it's not solely due to him, but he is a big part of it. With his goals and his assists, he has been key. 3 assists. That is huge. For a player of his stature from New Zealand, a fucking Kiwi, they play rugby and cricket. They don't play football. He's fucking MVP in my opinion. He's playing in Nottingham Forest. Shottingham Forest. And he's got them up to second. If they stay in second, he's MVP.
First you go after the Asians, then the Kiwis. And also, I like the fact that he plays for Forest, and his name is Wood. Kind of adds to the...
I didn't even fucking...
Stupid. I like that. Yeah, I do like that though too.
I like that.
I think, I don't know if MVP is the right term, but I think like the most
Valuable
I'm
player.
gonna say the most important player on a team. But no, he's not the most important, but like I just think like the most like surprising player.
I'll give you that.
Like there's
I'll give you
something,
that.
I don't know what the right verbiage is. Like the most
You know what?
like the out of left field guy where you're just like, holy shit, I didn't know he was this possible.
I know we say that, but then our guests gave us the fucking inside scoop and fucking told us that
Ryan.
Ryan, we had the most points per starts. And
Shout out Draft Society.
yeah, thank you, Draft Society. That was a great fucking shout.
That was.
He matched his goal total from
That
last
was.
year already in 9 less games, and he doubled his assist. Which, doubling the assist isn't
my
a lot, but
God.
it's kind of, yeah.
No, it's great. It's phenomenal. It's for Forest, it's all about if they can sustain it.
I see it. Well, look, they've sustained it for more than half a season so far, so the odds are in their favor.
Weren't they battling relegation last year?
Wherever in your favor.
Oh yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I mean, they also had some points taken away, but even with that, it was their battling relegation.
Yeah.
Jan Benderick, the Southampton defender, I'm being told he's averaging 12 points, 12.75 points the last few games.
Yeah, last 6
12.6.
games.
That's pretty good.
Mhm.
But I also, I'm not going to bite on that, I don't think.
Mm-mm. But I'm just saying, if you need a defender and you've got someone that's not getting you more than like 4 or 5 points, he could get you in double digits because he's
True.
done it in 5 out of the last 6.
Yeah, I mean, you're all right. I'm looking at the numbers. He's just very active. It's not like he's like, he has 1 goal, 1 key pass in that whole time period.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he's like doing anything other than just like a lot of interceptions and clearances and crosses and block shots.
And he's going to have a lot of opportunities to do that. in the
Yeah.
Southampton
But-
team.
That's true. Like he's like,
I don't think
Yeah, go
I've
ahead.
ever seen. Look at the clearance numbers. We talked about saves 6, 5, 7, 11, 4, 7, 6, 13.
Dude,
It's insane.
Wait, how many was the 11? Because they let that, because it's only like 0.25 for a clearance. So what is that, 5 points right there from just
Yeah.
clearances?
But
that was against Crystal Palace. Yeah.
and I don't think I've ever said this, but they have a favorable matchup coming up against Newcastle, which they're going to be tagging a lot of
Yes.
clearances, and then they play Ipswich, so he might get a clean sheet. So maybe by now, do it, Keith.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's a good one. I
Okay.
think it's a good one. I will not be doing that, but I think you guys should definitely.
I have
Give it
good
a-
defenders, okay? I'm good.
This guy shitting on
I-
defenders when he was addicted to City defenders for like a whole season.
Bruv, you know what?
I've
Hey,
picked
man.
it. I'm off City defenders. I'm off
Hey,
them.
man. I think you're addicted
I'm
to
off
City
that.
defenders. I was not about fucking picking up defenders at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Now you're a full defender convert.
Yeah, now I go fucking 5 defenders in my fucking starting lineup.
The D.
Eat that.
Love
I
the
love
D.
that. Love that D.